Is Jack Rubin, and am I the father of this group? No. This is the family of 8, with a few exceptions. We've added 3 for a couple of our foreign visitors, but we're a group of deckheads who have been getting together around various vintage festivals around the country and really around the world for the last 4 or 5 years. You are probably the largest audience we've ever had. So we like to keep it small, keep it friendly. I guess there's some issues with the mic, but if you have anything to contribute, feel free to interrupt at any time, unless you're from Atlanta. Right. Okay. Very briefly, I'm going to introduce the guys. I wanted to thank VCF for having us here, for having this show, for being in Seattle. LCM, and I don't know what the punctuation is these days, but it's a really cool space. And we want to dedicate our panel today to the memory of Warren Stearns, who died last year, but really was in a sense a Johnny Appleseed for the PDP-8s. He's traveled around the country, fixing machines, helping people out all over the place, and did a really wonderful job. And if you've stopped by the table in the back, you'll see his flip chip tester, which we're hoping to finish up and get in production fairly soon. So, I don't know if I trust these guys to introduce themselves. So, this is Angelo Pappenhoff, Jörg Hoppe, Oscar Vermeulen, Doug Ingram, Kyle Owen, and Slingstad. They can remind you who they are as we go along. I'm going to let them talk, so here we go.
Yeah, hi, I'm Angelo, and what I will be talking about or showing is a accurate emulation and simulation of a PDP-6. So can we see this? Yeah. So what I did a couple of months or years ago was go through the logic drawings of the PDP-6 and write an emulator for this. The emulator is basically a transcription of the schematics into C. So the result is very accurate to the real machine, and all the internal state of the machine is simulated correctly. So just to show something, in the window in the lower right, I will have the console terminal. I can switch on the power, and I hope you can see that some of the lights will light up. Then I will turn on the reader motor on the paper tape, set an address, read from it, continue execution, and then, well, in theory, I should see something here. For some reason it doesn't show up. Anyways, you see the lights blinking, and this is all accurate simulation of this machine. And I think this is a very important thing to do for keeping these machines alive, simulating them accurately, which is something we can do these days. When the first emulators for these machines were written in like the 90s maybe, computers did not have the power they have today, as you all know. But today it's very possible to simulate these machines on a very low level and get an accurate simulation of the machine, which is important for something that Oscar will talk about probably, making replica front panels. Now, in addition to this emulator, I have also written a simulation in Verilog, which you can actually put on an FPGA, and just to show something, you can see the various signals inside this machine and see exactly what's happening. And something I should have shown in the beginning were pictures of the PDP-6. So this is the machine I'm talking about. It was released, the first one was sold in 1963. This was the team. And this actual machine was shipped to Australia, and the remains of it are now here at the Living Computer Museum in the basement, and together with Stephen Jones and the other amazing people here, I really hope that it will be possible to bring this thing back to life, and I hope I can help them with what I've done already. So I don't know if I should say anything more, or give the word to Jörg. So, or maybe other questions? Or are we doing that in the end? Yeah.
Just browse through, so somebody has hold this microphone to me. Okay. Yeah, surprise, surprise. I will not talk about blinking front panels today, as I did all the time now. I show a tool I developed while repairing defective PDP-11s. Here we have the picture. You know, most of PDP-11s have a serial monitor, a simple terminal-based system to examine memory, deposit something into memory, start and stop. It's very simple. This tool I've written is named PDP-11 GUI, horrible name if you have to read it. It connects to the serial console of the PDP-11. Here I have connected it to a SIMH, as you can see in this terminal window. PDP-11 GUI is most useful if you have a problem to solve. If your machine is running, then you don't need it anymore. I will now just browse through the features until Jack stops me, because it's a lot of stuff built up over all the years. Okay, first, we have here the console prompt of the PDP-11 as the SIMH in the moment, and then can do commands like this. PDP-11 GUI can connect to many different machines. You know, the LSIs has these ODT monitors, but also the 44 has a different language, if you call it a language. And then we have for the Unibus machines, two boot ROM cards here. All these are working. I use the SIMH at the moment. So now we are in sync. First is I can have a comfortable memory window here. So now the program issues a lot of commands, of examines, and displays it in this grid. And this is the idea. Here I have a window-based modern front end working over the primitive serial console. So I have made a little script here, what I want to show. The next, okay, I can also deposit something into the memory cell. We change a value, say deposit changed. And here we see the interaction with PDP-11. For SIMH, I use transfer files, which is much faster than dumping out all the individual deposit commands. I can load PDP-11 code, which comes in several formats. Most important is the absolute paper tape format, because all the diagnostics are in this format. So if I want to run a diagnostic and have not any disk or tape running, I use this. Another nice application is the paper tape basic. This is what I try now. I load the file. This is the image of the paper tape basic. I load it. And I see here the memory content of the paper tape strip. I deposit the whole thing into the PDP-11. That's it. On a real PDP-11 with 9600 baud, this is a job of about 5 minutes, but here 1. So now I can start program execution. Let's try it. So here we have downloaded basic, and we jumped at the basic entry address, and now we have the typical paper tag basic prompt here. And I can also dump memory into several formats, not only loaded. I have further the option to display registers of the machine, of course.